What it do? It's your boy Trippy Tribbitt, a.k.a. Toxic Brother Tripp, and you listen to Brink Radio on Bumpin' 96.3. Let go!
Another Brink Radio exclusive.
What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are listening to Brink Radio right here on 96.3 FM. Talk about Bumpin' 96.3 because you know, Brink put the B in bumping. Listen, we got a familiar face and a familiar voice with us tonight on Brink Radio. We're talking about none other than the trippiest of all Tribbits. My guy, Trippy Tribbitt. What's happening with your family?
What it do, bro?
Hey, first and foremost, I got to say thank you for being a guest on Brink Radio one more again, because you, at this point, man, you've beaten out any other guests from being guests on the show. We've had other guests who's been on here once, twice, but you... first artist that's on here 3 times, man.
Hey, you know, Brink Radio home.
Hey, Brink Radio is definitely home.
It's home for me.
At this point, man, you are the Mr. Brink Radio, like Bow Wow was Mr. 106 in part. I know that might have went over some of y'all heads because we getting up there. I promise you we getting up there. But it's all good, man. One thing about you, man, you just got through killing 901 Day today.
Man.
Ed Alfred's on Beale Street. What was that performance like, man?
Man, it's a blessing to even be, considered for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, 901 Day, I remember last year I was just sitting there thinking, like, hey, how can I get on this show?
Yeah.
And I wanted to be on it so bad, and for me to have the opportunity to just jump on the stage, jump, slide.
I promise, man.
But it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Shout out to everybody that performed. But shout out to Jess Bentley for even giving me the opportunity to also.
I promise, man. That's another Brink Radio alumni, BrinkTV alumni. My girl Jess Bentley once had in. You already know what time it is. So, of course, like I say, you did your thing at 901 Day, man. You killed the performance, killed the stage as you always do. Now, what's crazy is I recently saw a video of you and Anthony Q promoting y'all's 901 Day performances. What's popping with you and Anthony Q these days, man?
Man, Q always together. But we just did a video.
Okay.
It's called Shake It.
Wait a minute, a video?
Yeah, a music video.
Wow.
We did a music video. I'm not on the song. It's him and Prestige. Shout out to Prestige. On the song, but. Yeah, I created a dance to the song because, it was like, I don't know, the day of the video, I just felt it.
Yeah.
And so now we on the move to making it viral, Okay. That's the goal, you know
I
what I'm
promise,
saying?
yeah.
So, yeah, that song is dope. It's out on YouTube now. Give it a week or so. It'll be out on all platforms. But, that... the Shake It challenge coming real soon. Some real song. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. So you mean to tell me that Anthony Q, brand new song that he got out right now, you created the dance for it?
Yeah.
And it's finna start heating up the streets and everybody finna be on. This finna be the next new movement.
It really could be a line dance.
Okay.
Like the way that I'm moving, and my signature move in there.
Yeah.
But the way that you're moving, it can be a line dance. You can see it being played at a cookout or a party or something, and everybody getting up on the floor and actually doing it. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna do because hey, we gonna keep on working it or shaking it, whatever. Well, I ain't shaking them, but my stomach, you know how I get down. But yeah.
You actually got a brand new single out right now, and it's a bit different from the traditional Tripp that we've been getting, man. It's called Extravaganza. It's available on all streaming platforms, featuring Kiana Nicole, her fine self. Let's talk about it, man.
I had to. Well, I kind of already been in the R&B bag. If you listen to my music from 2020 up to now, most of my music R&B type vibes.
Yeah, R&B friendly. I got you.
Very, very.
Yeah.
I switched over to jump and slide, and I get the stomping and all that. I had a point to prove. I ain't gonna lie, I had a point to prove, but I also wanted to showcase my versatility also. So I wanted everybody to know that, hey, I can do this too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got a little singing. I can, just a little singing.
A little humming.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to go like Kim really, but the song was so calm. Like I couldn't even come like on, you know what I'm saying? But I was about, love call your name. You hear me? I was gonna go crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I say, the song is available right now. Of course, you guys are working on a video for that, so we should be expecting that pretty soon, right?
Yeah, dope concept and everything. So y'all be on the lookout for that. It's coming real soon.
Now, one thing about that song that I like, man, I feel like the song actually pays homage to, the old R&B feel we fell in love with. The music, or as they say, baby making music. You paying homage to the greats like Avant, with the bedroom boom.
Yeah. At the end of the song, we like bedroom boom. Hey, and bedroom boom is one of my all-time favorite songs.
Okay.
If that song come on anytime, I'm singing that jump from start to finish. And then like it also gave like that ludicrous vibe. Also, what that? Welcome to my sex room.
Oh yeah,
it like you got that.
And, Trey Songz, right. Yeah.
So it's like it gave that vibe. And what's so crazy, I didn't even think about that song when I wrote it. I didn't think about sex room. I thought about bedroom boom.
Yeah.
And how can I match the vibe a little bit? Because like I said, it's one of my all-time favorites. So, shout out to Yin Yang Twins and the Blunt for making that hit, because it's still hitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's still doing this thing all these years later. And definitely shout out to Yin Yang Twins and Avant. I remember I had Avant on Brink TV some years back, and I remember interviewing one of Yin Yang Twins on Brink TV some years back. So, hey, man, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? I promise, man. Hey, this is what we doing, man. A-Town, stay down. And of course, definitely get well soon to Avant. I know he's got some, medical things going on with him. So I hope you a speedy recovery, my brother. Now, another thing we got to talk about, man, it was a song that you dropped over the summer, because you had a crazy summer. The summer ain't over with just yet.
Nah, not yet.
But you had a crazy summer, man. A song that you dropped, we talking about Slide Up In That.
Slide Up In That.
Man, we was tearing it up on the radio with that song, man.
Yeah.
I hope ain't nobody get us in trouble with that song, man, because we pushed it to the limits.
Yeah.
We pushed it to the max, man.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about that song, man, because I think you channeled your inner Uncle Luke with that job.
I definitely did. And everybody was like, oh, this sound like Uncle Luke. You giving Uncle Luke vibe. Good. If it is, then that's good. I'm always trying to elevate in some type of way. And if it goes towards something that you done kind of heard before, that mean, hey, it might be a hit.
Right.
So I look at that, and I think, man, just jumping back to Extravaganza for a second, like when we did Extravaganza, people talking about, well, Kiana Nicole carried the song. That's what feature's supposed to do.
I promise.
Why would you get a feature on a song and they can't add a different dynamic that you usually bring?
Right, they can't hold their own weight.
Yeah,
right.
She's meant to hold the song, and we talk about my other features all day, and everybody held their own on every song that I had a feature, and most of my features are females.
Yeah.
So and they hold their own. So we go back to Slide Up In That. Slide Up In There. I'm getting into another mode. I'm going into a different cadence. I wanna play with the tone a little bit. I wanna see what buttons we can push, how we can push it up, and it's just having fun. Like I think people don't have fun enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think in the music now, people get scared to dance.
Man.
People are scared to showcase what they are, be goofy, be silly. It's like me personally.
Yeah. Facts.
And on a personal level, I'm a very calm, cool, and collected guy.
Yep.
But when it's time to turn up, Tripp gonna turn up.
I promise.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I was just looking at. Because I'm not scared to dance. I'm not scared to get on stage. I'm not scared to touch a mic. I be hosting. I'm the jack of all trades.
I promise.
That's
man.
what we gonna call it. Tripp the jack of all trades. Type.
Hey, I promise. Thank you for the censorship, pal.
Yeah. You saw how I switched it, right?
You pretty much I think they call it 5-tool player, something like that. In other realms, Grand Slam champion, in other realms, 3-D guy, you are definitely equipped to do roughly any genre of music. And I don't want to dive back into extravaganza like that, but like for you to be able to actually sing and harmonize, that's something that kind of had me scratching my head, because I was like, my thing is always with you, that's dope, but can you perform it live? You're able to do the music live that you record. Yeah. I think that's a cool attribute.
Yeah, and I think I performed extravaganza live once before, and they loved it. You know, I because that's why I kind of get to the point of just holding that note for a minute. It's called kind of a sing rap thing. Okay. So when you can hold that note for a minute, I think I can do that. I'm just not over here, doing runs.
Right.
I can't do all this. That's not me.
Yeah.
But I can sit there and get my tone right and push it out. And anybody that done seen me perform know I perform with no tracks.
Yeah.
No back,
vocal,
backup vocals. So it's one of them things when you see me perform, it's raw vocals. And you gonna hear what I sound like. And so it's a blessing within itself.
Hey, my boy Trizzy, you know what time it is. Y'all know, hey, I ain't even finna push them buttons, but hey, you know what's popping with that. But back to the slide up in that, man. You had my girl Dora Dior in the video.
Yeah, shout out
Yummy
to her.
in the video.
Shout out to her.
Bro, Yummy was the MVP of that thing.
Yeah, she was up there, but I gotta get Dora Dior her credit. I ain't gonna lie, because when she put that water on her, I almost melted.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey.
Yeah.
Man, shout out my boy, my young goodie. Where he say, hey, you come here. Shout out to young goodie. I mean, we'll get into that beef later on. But shout out to young goodie, man.
No doubt, man. But of course, that's available right now on all platforms. We're talking about slide up in there. Now, another thing that took place over this summer, you actually signed a distribution deal with Notoriety Music Group, man. Let's talk about that. Shout
out to Notoriety for sure. Notoriety, shout out to my boy Lil Ghost. He's also under Notoriety. It's a lot of us on Notoriety right now, but shout out to him. He the one that kind of, put the word in their ear, like, check this dude out. This dude different. This dude something. So, when I met up with Cam, the owner of Notoriety and Anderson, he's the COO of Notoriety. When I met up with both of them, vibes was good. We was talking good game. It just was a natural conversation. And so when the natural conversation, we naturally talk about music and how we can elevate and develop together and all that stuff. And I think that what drew me closer, because we was able to have conversations, and it wasn't a fast talking conversations like, hey, I'm gonna take out the time to see who you are, know you as an artist. Yeah. And we gonna put it out there like that. And I appreciate the whole conversation, but Notoriety, ever since I've been with them, showed me nothing but love. I tell them, hey, I want this song to go out. They gonna map out everything I need to do and say, hey, Tripp, you need to do this before we put it out. And, making sure everything just right. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have somebody in school, we always say, check your paper. So it's always good to have somebody check after you do your stuff to make sure it's right. And that's pretty much what they done did. They brought me on to their family, and now they treat me like family, and they made me feel like a priority. Yeah. So I can appreciate everything that they do for me. So shout out to Notoriety Music Group. Get with the team. Or get ran though. Nah, I'm just playing. But just get with the team though.
I promise, man. Definitely shout out to Notoriety Music Group. Hey, they definitely got an amazing roster. Now, speaking of rosters, another thing that you did over this summer. Pardon me, but I don't even know why you did it, man. We talking about, there was an actual scrimmage between, it was you and two other artists versus Jiggy McFly and two other artists. Man, okay. let's go ahead and give a little context on that. So Jiggy McFly is like this super bumping artist. Not saying that you're not, but he's a super bumping artist, and he usually perform with so much like aggression, and the crowd goes crazy. I've seen it. I witnessed it. He was a guest on BrinkTV before. And then we got my guy Trippy. Trippy is like I don't know how to like, you're the guy, you're the human form of an adrenaline rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are this ball of energy. You're all over the place. So to me, that's a pretty competitive battle. Who are the other artists that was involved in this scrimmage?
We had Jay Hicks
Okay.
and Sonny Branson. You know, on my side, there's Sonny Branson from M-Town Band.
Okay.
And then Jay Hicks, he also, he was tapped in with us. Me and his relationship done grew. That's my brother at this point.
Yeah.
And then the other team, we had Jiggy McFly, my boy, Young Goody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then we had Chester Mack. Had to take a pause right there.
I pause for the cause.
Yeah. Chester Mack, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I ain't no BSer. Chester Mack held it down. When I say she held it down, vocals, band, everything. I love her performance. I love everything about her, really. But her performance was dope.
Okay. So are you saying y'all got beat by a girl? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah, we did. Really, I ain't gonna lie. Like, we really got beat by a girl. We
Wow.
did. Jiggy can perform.
Yeah. Jiggy's
Goody
dope.
can perform. But Chester Mack, she's the MVP.
Wow.
Yeah, of everybody. I can perform.
Yeah.
Jay Hicks can perform. And Sonny just did something. Shout out to Sonny, though.
Shout out to Sonny, man.
You
Shout
know,
out to Jay
if you
Hicks,
was there,
man.
you know what he did.
Okay.
But Sonny, I had to say, Sonny, no, don't do that.
Wow.
So it was but Sonny, man, hey, Sonny know what he did.
Yeah.
You know, so
But y'all lost, and you accepting that loss.
I accept the loss.
I think the incredible marketing scheme behind it was, as he mentioned, the beef. You know, there was basically like a artificial beef that you guys created. You actually pulled up at this man's place of business, his own car wash. Jiggy has a car wash. You pulled up like flexing, like where he at? Where he at? Is it business? Like, let's talk about that, man. Because some people was thinking that whole beef was real.
You know, we always beefing because I love hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? but nah, Jiggy part, hey, little do y'all know, Jiggy just signed with Notoriety also. So,
Thanks.
That's why I didn't mention his name at first. But Jiggy is signed with Notoriety. So we part of the same team.
Yeah.
We had to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to, because it really was a beef, but it was a friendly beef. It wasn't we trying to teach people how to, when it's music, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have friendly competition.
Yeah.
It ain't no reason to get violent and do this. Now I'm gonna talk trash. I'm gonna talk trash. I think they were talking about my song, talking about, you wanna jump and slide. And I started calling him Jiggy McFlurry. You know what I'm saying? So it was a friendly beef, and we had fun with it. We had fun performing together, on opposite sides, of course, but we had fun performing together.
Yeah.
And end of the day, it made me respect him more as a businessman. There's one, but also more as an artist and as a person, because he didn't have to do that.
Right.
And, Young Goody, he didn't have to do that. Chester Mack didn't have to do that, but they took out the time in their day and their busy schedule to come out and support what we had going. So shout out to them, because I think we're going to do another scrimmage because it was dope. So, and shout out to Shaniqua for even, doing the whole event. Shout out to Shaniqua. Make sure y'all tap in. Shaniqua, the strategies, the marketing strategies. Whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Nah, just playing. Shaniqua, she gonna always get you right. So make sure y'all really tap in with her, because she do know her stuff when it come down to marketing, but putting on shows, she did put on a good show.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say she took care of everybody that was there. So
I promise I've been trying to tap in so she can get me right. But anyway, we got to talk about Dreamfest, man. You killed Dreamfest at and it was crazy because it was initially supposed to have been at Levitt Shell, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
But I think the weather was an issue, or what happened?
Weather was an issue earlier in the day, and but it ended up being hot.
Okay.
That night, but we went ahead and moved to Minglewood.
Okay.
We still didn't get the experience of a lifetime with the Shell because that's a stage I still want to hit.
Right.
But I also wanted to hit Minglewood stage, so that's an accomplishment in my mind.
Maybe.
So, a lot of people don't hit that stage. That stage that Juvenile.
Yeah, I just saw Juvenile perform it there like a couple of weeks ago, man. I've seen Jeezy perform it. Like, I've seen so many major artists. So you actually was on the same stage. Like, you know how me and you always talk, just like how you did the Lakers-Rockets game earlier this year.
Yeah.
You was thinking like, bro, these are the same hallways that or tunnels that LeBron James is coming through,
right,
that the Rockets players are coming to.
Yeah.
And to translate that, Minglewood Hall is the exact same stage that so many great artists have performed at. We're talking about major, independent, all of that. Like, they've even had wrestling at Minglewood Hall before. I want to say NXT was there one time.
They did come one time. I remember that.
So, I mean, who's to say, like, you probably was in the same spot that, I don't know, I can't even remember who was on NXT around that time.
You
probably Finn Balor or somebody.
Yep,
like,
Finn,
Sami Zayn or something.
Ron Breaker, somebody.
Somebody.
Somebody that's big now done been at Minglewood.
And you rocked the house just like they did.
And I was one of the people that was up there. So I think when we did the performance, I was the first one to get off the stage because I was like y'all should not have seen my mindset.
So when you say get off the stage, you mean like during the performance?
During the performance, I was like,
okay.
I'm getting off this stage. I don't care what nobody's talking about. I'm getting off this stage.
Yeah.
So, I'm over here trying to plan out what I'm about to do. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get off the stage doing this, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, my performances never go as planned. If I plan to do something, it never goes the way that I planned it because I'm just like he said, I am this burst of energy and
adrenaline rush.
Adrenaline, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like when it's time to perform, nothing else matters but the performance. And once you get there, get in front of these people, you are there to give a show. What's the best way to give your audience a show? Get out there with them.
Yeah. Up close and personal. Yeah.
So that was my thing. Everybody did their stuff on and they turned up.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of them. But I was sitting there low key praying. Please, nobody get off this stage.
Yeah.
Because I want to be the first one to get off this stage.
There you go.
And I think I got off the stage. It was supposed to be just jump and slide, but I got off the stage doing step and move.
Wow. This man here.
So step and move went. I was like, yo, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm down. I'm down and I'm stepping. They was like, man, but everybody always enjoy my performances.
Facts.
And so if you haven't seen me live, you really do need to see me live. I am one of the best performers in Memphis, and I stamped it.
I promise. It's definitely an extravaganza every time this man performs. But it's time for us to go into that song, man. We got to play it on the show. So go ahead, introduce it to the audience, man.
Yeah, I'm going to do it kind of sexy today because this the type of vibe we on. So, hey, check it out. This for my ladies. Hey, make sure y'all go listen to it first, but we gonna play it for y'all on Brink Radio, all right? Trippy Tribbitt featuring Kiana Nicole, Extravaganza. Just take a look and take a listen.
Another Brink Radio exclusive.
And of course, we back. We're talking about Brink Radio right here on 96.3 FM. I'm your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, Pinky and the Thorn, trying to get y'all sprung while I get me some. Mexico had to give me some to Extravaganza. But anyway, y'all just heard Extravaganza on Brink Radio, premiered by my guy Trippy Tribbitt featuring Kiana Nicole. Hey man, that song is available all streaming platforms. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with my guy. And I hope my mama don't get mad at me for that statement I said about me getting song to that song. I gotta be honest though. I gotta be honest. You know, I gotta be myself. But we got to talk about, you actually were featured on WREG Live at 9.
Yeah.
What was that whole experience like, man? Because you performed on there and everything, bro.
Man,
We talking about News Channel 3.
I think that's the first time I've been to a news station.
Okay.
Like
on the inside.
On the inside, yeah. That's the first time I've been inside a news station. And,
Okay.
a lot of people don't know. They got their own street.
Wow.
Like, they got their own street.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how close it was. But we pulled up, of course, security everywhere. So appreciate that. I like security places.
Yeah, facts.
But, you know, they let us in the gate. The hospitality was great. You know, here goes the vending machine. The vending machine is not even a vending machine. It's this room full of snacks.
Wow.
And you know how I feel about my snacks.
I promise.
So I'm like, oh my God. I'm Charlie at the chocolate factory when I get there.
Yeah.
They give us a tour of, you know, the news station. And I'm like, okay, well, do we see the weather being done? It's like, it was an experience for me. You know how you go on a field trip as a kid?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I felt like I was on a field trip. I really appreciated the experience of being able to, and a lot of people like, was you nervous? I was like, I really wasn't nervous. They was like, you looking like you nervous. I was like, nah, I wasn't nervous.
Yeah.
I really don't get nervous. I just have to make sure, like, I had to get in a mode and understand where I'm at, because as artists, you know, no, I'm not scared to speak on things, but as artists, we have to understand etiquette of radio and TV and things in that nature. That's
Facts.
what makes you a good artist sometimes. That's part of being an artist. So you got to understand when to cuss and when not to cuss.
Yeah.
People know I cuss.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I understand when not to cuss and understand when I have to bring the professionalism out. And even when I dressed up, and you don't see Tripp in no tie and a button down too often.
Not often.
Not often, but you know, even towards that degree, I had to do that. And then the questions coming out. We did mention Dreamfest and stuff, because Dreamfest did get moved from the Shell to Minglewood, so that's something else that we had to put out. But they let us perform. I didn't even know that we could, and I was like, we performing? Okay. You know, I was like, all right, man, let's go, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, it was freezing in there.
Yeah.
So trying to jump and slide while it's cold, I don't know if y'all know this, but jumping and sliding while it's cold is wild. And you know, I done started these new things on my TikTok. It's like right now I'm still doing the promotion of jump and slide. So it's like day 1, jumping, trying to go viral. Day 2, I'm trying to go viral. Day 3, and then I'm just going along with what I'm doing. But understand, some of that stuff happened in the cold.
Yeah.
And my knees don't work the same way I used to when, you know, about 10 years ago.
I feel you, man. And it was so funny to me, or it is so funny to me, like you're on News Channel 3 and you saying live like Channel 5. That's hilarious.
Hey,
Rivals,
so
competitors.
it was wild because when we first walked into the building, you got the receptionist right there, and she was like, I'm listening to the song and I'm just trying to figure out how you gonna change this up. And I'm like, you're right. Well, she was like, don't worry about it. You know, it's already a song. It's just a song.
Yeah.
We you know, she gonna take up for her news station.
Yeah.
And I done had the opportunity to meet in so many news anchors, you know, so it's just from that song, meeting news anchors. Jump and Slide is still my number 1 right now.
Yeah.
And I can't deny what the song have done for me, brought me. So, you know, I can come out with everything, but Jump and Slide still gonna be that song. I just push them out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them songs.
They definitely one of them ones. And that actually leads me to a recent Facebook post you made. You said something to the effect of that you are actually gonna step away from doing dancing songs or dance music. Like, just further elaborate on that, because when I saw it, it kind of, I was weird about it, because I'm like, bro, what are you saying? Like, are you down in dance music? Or are you saying,
Nah.
what were you saying?
As I said earlier in the interview, like, I don't feel like people dance enough. So, but I think people have forgotten that Trippy Tribbitt is a versatile artist.
Okay.
So my versatility goes from dance to rap to, I could talk about some real R&B.
Yeah.
It's some stuff I got coming now, and only your ears probably done heard.
Yeah.
And you sit there and be like, man, is this the trip? So it's not dancing. I'm sure I would do another song if it come.
Right.
I'm one of them writers where, you just probably seen me do it. Like, I thought of something and I wrote it down real fast.
Yeah.
It's like, if something come, I'm just gonna write it down. I'm one of them writers where I have to feel the vibe, feel the energy, and I make my best music in the shower. So the songs that become hits or that does well, stomping, shower, jump and slide, shower, slide up in it, shower, step and move, shower. You know what I'm saying? And so when we talk about these songs, these are songs where the energy just gotta be there, where I gotta, be in the mood of, like, I'm listening to a beat and it's just coming out. And these are natural stuff coming out. I don't know where I heard jump, slide it.
Yeah.
But it just came out. So I'm not going away. I'm taking, I should have probably said I'm taking a break from it.
Okay.
But I'm not fully going away from it. I did also say on the post that I'm still gonna promote the music,
right.
the dance music. But I'm working on an album right now, and that album is 90% of R&B.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a story through that album. So if you listen to any of my projects, most of my projects are stories.
Yeah.
So it's my projects I take them a little bit more serious, because that's where you show your versatility. I feel like the fun songs are meant for singles.
Right.
I feel like your versatility are meant for albums and EPs. And I'm just going into a bag where I want y'all to hear my life at this point. So, still be looking out for it. But I'm still you know what I'm saying? I still can move, quit playing. Don't act like I ain't him. I'm him.
I promise.
All caps, no cap.
It ain't went nowhere. We still got it in the building. But one thing that I gotta bring up though, man, actually noticing, like, this is your first time on Brink Radio by yourself. The previous couple of interviews you came on, it was Tripp B. But now, matter of fact, the first interview was to kind of introduce everybody to, Brandy and basically y'all's tag team, y'all's tandem. The second time you came on, it was actually officially Tripp B. It was more of a business. This is a brand. This is what we're doing. And now it's just you. I've actually been seeing you pop out alone a lot more, over this summer. Like, what would you say is the status of Tripp B now? And Toxic Soul, music and media group and all of that.
Toxic Soul Music Media Group ain't going nowhere. That's definitely always a thing.
Okay.
Tripp B is kind of on, I would say, a pause or something in that nature. Brandy just doing her own thing.
Okay.
Have to focus in on what she doing. She trying to create an album and in that nature too. So she do her own thing. I do my own thing. No beef, no nothing. It's like Outkast, Big Boy and Andre 3 Stacks.
Right.
They separate sometimes to do their own thing, but all in all, when they come back together, they Outkast.
Right.
So, I ain't gonna say this the last time y'all will see Tripp B. It's just gonna be a minute before y'all see Tripp B on y'all screens again. Towards that, because we've been working the whole year.
Yeah.
So, of course, we have to get back to what we do as individuals.
Right.
So
right.
that's probably where I'm at with it. But, shout out to Tripp B.
Yeah, hey, I promise, man, because like I said, that duo, man, super dynamic. We talking about the Toxic Twins. Actually gave y'all that nickname.
Yeah,
you know.
you did. The
still,
Toxic Twins.
still waiting on my 15%, but it's all good though.
It's all good.
We
I
getting
get
there.
you.
We getting there. We getting there.
I get you.
But
y'all don't know Brink really. He managed me on the side.
Man, I promise. Hey, Coach Brink Young, this is what I do. CBY, holla at me, man. Hey, this is what we do. But I want to ask you, man, who you rocking, man? I noticed this different drip you got on, because usually when you come in this joint, you got a toxic soul, But who you rocking tonight, man?
Dynamic Fashion. They located in the Wolf Chase Mall. Y'all make sure y'all tap in and shop with them. All right, they a kiosk that's near JD Sports on the Macy's end. But this right here say the blueprint is black. The blueprint is black. So I mess with the brand. The person that owns it, she's a phenomenal person. Like, great to meet. A message behind it. I've never heard the blueprint is black. And I'm not deep in my roots, but I'm in my roots, and I understand it. And I think we in the last 20 years we done made ourselves, the blueprint. The people want to be like us. At this point. So the blueprint is black.
Yeah. I can agree with that, man. Pop culture has been following us for a very long time, but I think with the emergence of people like LeBron James, Beyonce, and like these showrunners, the people who are creating these shows like Issa Rae and Donald Glover, like they're really seeking after our minds. Because we're the thinkers, we're the doers, we're the creators. We've been there, but I think now it's more evident than it ever was. So I'm feeling that brand, Hey, y'all make sure y'all shop with them. But it's about time for us to go ahead and run that social media now. You are the only.
Y'all know what's going on.
We talking about the one and only artist that comes on here talking about the tango, the Romeo, the India, the Papa, the Yankee, the tango, the Romeo, the India, the Bravo, India, tango.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Follow me on all platforms, Trippy Tribbitt, everywhere. And like he said, if you don't know how to spell it, I spell it out for you. It's tango, Romeo, India, Papa, Yankee. Hold on. Tango, Romeo, India, Bravo, India, tango. That's all you gotta do. You type the beginning of all them letters, you gonna find Trippy Tribbitt, baby. You know what I'm saying? AKA Toxic Brother Tripp. That's the clean version of me. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all tap in with all my music too. You can find me under Trippy Tribbitt on all platforms also. Man, yeah, we turning up, man. We with BrinkTV. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take his stick because, I like coming through the front door. I don't come through the back door.
There you go, because he can't say Brink Young coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, pinky and the thumb, trying to get y'all sprung while I get me some. Hey, we definitely getting some pause on this interview, man. And I gotta say, man, it was so unfortunate that you lost your Facebook, man. That hurt my feelings, bro. That hurt my feelings.
Oh, my, I don't even know what happened. These folks just took my whole... So, look, I didn't block nobody. I didn't delete nobody. I didn't unfriend nobody. I want everybody to know I didn't do none of that stuff. Facebook took my whole page. I created a new one. I think I'm at 600 friends right now. So y'all can just keep adding me back. Keep on doing y'all thing. You follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because I be on TikTok too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or as my grandma would say, the Tiki-Tok. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But even my grandma called me talking about, you done deleted me on Facebook. I was like, no.
His mind deleted granny like that, bruh. Toxic.
She bad because she can't see the content no more. Grandma, you don't even know about sliding them in there.
Well, she knows. She don't need to know you know. That's what it is. She know. You got here, ain't you, boy? You here, ain't you, boy? She know a little something about slime. Anyway, I ain't trying to disrespect, but you know what's poppin'.
Grandma know what's going on.
I promise, man.
Hey, one thing about parents and grandparents, they know their children.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
They know what's going on. They know I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're playing.
Hey, I'm trying to knock something down like a wrecking ball. You understand me? But hey, I gotta say thank you for being a guest on the show again, man. Like I say, it really means a lot. Man, this is the three-peat, man. You know, MJ type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like did Kobe and them three-peat? I can't remember. They might have. I think they did. But they ain't three-peat twice like Jordan did. But anyway, R.I.P. to Kobe. Definitely saying that. But way better than LeBron, but not Jordan. But like I say, it means a lot you being on the show, man. If I could, like I say, reference, if anything, this is Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy. You know, the relationship that they had on their interviews on the Arsenio Hall show Back in the Gap. Man, I feel like that's just like us. You know what I'm saying? The friendship that we developed. And it's crazy, man. On the ride over here, I was thinking about it. I was like, dang, what we locked in? Like 3 years now?
Mine about 3.
You know what I'm saying? And it's very rare that I have I develop a friend from the industry, you know. It's not like where you take your friends into the industry and you know, teach them the game. No, I developed this friend from the industry. Rare did that happen. This is my brother. Hey, I support him. I'm rocking with him.
This might be our shortest interview, too.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
And we always talking.
I think I've become even more toxic in a good way because of him. But hey, like I said, thank you for being a guest on the show. With that being said, now back to Brink Radio. Don't move.